Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karva Vahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahaihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. I'm going to do this. Now, every time, even when I do this prayer, I have a different feeling about Varun and Ayarma and Brihaspati and Indra because all Bhagwan's vibhutis. Suddenly the prayer has become so beautiful. Shanno Mitra Sham Varunaha Shanno Bhavatvaryama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnururukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Ritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanma Vavatu Tad Vaktaram Avatu Avatu Mam Avatu Vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. So, we are on chapter 3. It's chapter 3, section 10. And we are going to be doing verse 3, starting with Atha Devi. Oh. 1 second, I want to make sure. Yeah. The page number, anybody would like to declare?
318.
Okay, 318. Okay. So, it's so interesting that वहाँ विभूति योग चल रहा है. Bhagwan is telling Arjuna, see, Bhagwan is everything, and यहाँ पर, upasana चल रही है, which is exactly the same principle. See Bhagwan in everything from morning to evening. Be aware of him, and that is your puja. So that's how they used to do in olden days. Rather than telling that, hey, sit down and do this ritual, see God in everything that you're doing. And then that is your upasana. And in meditation also, you can think about those things. And we had talked about it that there were 3 different categories: Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, and Adhyatmik, right? So last time we saw Adhyatmik. And now this verse is going to be Adi Devik. So in last one, that what did we see? The Supreme resides in speech as well-being. We always talk because we want well-being in us. Or in prana and apana as acquirer and preservers. Yoga and kshema. We want to acquire things and we want to preserve what we got. That's why we do our, expend our pranas in that from morning to evening. And if somebody that's too deep for them, why don't you see Bhagwan in your hands as action, power to act, and your leg as power to walk, movement, and in anus, in the activity of excretion. And then he said that how it is as important as eating your food, excretion is as important, otherwise you'll get sick. So Bhagwan ka haath usme bhi hai. So with that, now we go to the next one. So here it is. Atha devihi trupti iti vrishto balam iti vidyuti yasha iti pashushu Jyotir iti nakshatreshu, Prajatihi amrutam anandah iti upasthe, Sarvam iti akashaha. And you will see they will go very far in here too. Nothing is, no stone unturned. Every aspect is covered totally. Okay. Ataha, then. Devi, pertaining to the devas, like Adi Deva, phenomenal forces. Trupti iti means, satisfaction. In what? Vrishtoho, in the rain. And we know how, we are Californians over here. जब भी rain नहीं आती है, havoc मच जाता है, पानी नहीं है, conserve. मेरे को तो बड़ा अच्छा लगता है जब rain आती है तो, some people complain and all. I said, why are you complaining? Without that, we'll be in trouble in California. पहले कम होती है, आती है तो enjoy करो. The only trouble is that when the rain comes, it's cold over here. And so Mumbai जैसी जगह में the first rain, it was a ritual for all the kids to go get wet. I don't know if somebody's from here in Mumbai, we used to look forward to the first because it was so hot. So we would run outside and just get wet. It felt so good. So because we felt satisfied. So that's how it is. Balamiti. So strength in what? Vidyut, in lightning. I never see lightning in over here like I used to see in Houston and in Mumbai. But the other day, I don't know if anybody saw lightning. You did? It was quite a show. Maza aa gaya dekh ke ekdam, it is so powerful. Flashes like this and, come. So I think you see the strength in lightning. You see that's the Bhagwan's vibhuti. And Pashushu in cattle. Cattle means in those days wealth. If somebody had a lot of cattle, mean they were very rich. These days it's like houses and cars and gold or whatever. So anyway, represent Pashushu, represent wealth. So fame, yash iti, is fame, Pashushu. In the wealth, fame. So this fame is, when you do something good with it, with your wealth, and you can get fame. Prajati, offspring, or procreation. Amrutam, immortality, and Anand, in bliss. Upasthe is talking about your genital organs. My God, I mean, how blunt they can be. So there's three things in there, they said over there. Offspring, because procreation can happen through the organs, and you have immortality. Here they mean that, lineage continues. So that, and Anand, the bliss, is there. So Sarvamiti, and then everything is in Akasha. Whatever you can imagine, everything, Akash is the Adhar. Everything holds, Akash holds everything. You see Brahman, and through the Akash, everything. So now they are concluding now. It's so amazing that how they are kind of going. So in the same verse, they have taken whole bigger picture now. So somebody say, oh, how can God be in this? No, it is there also. You can't say God is not there. So that, like I was saying, that this Upasana is in respect to Adi Deva. So Trupti iti vrishti, that is a Upasana, means when rain comes, whole earth becomes satisfied, and we know how important rain is for our survival. In fact, all the planets, only they sustain life when there is water, they say. And water has to be distributed. This is a God's way of distribution of water. Okay? And when we come to, you may have forgotten, when we were in chapter 3, Bhagwan said that I am the one who controls the temperature and rain. Just switch है ना भगवान के हाथ में है. चलो human being थोड़ा गड़बड़ करेंगे ना, like our teacher used to say, or Chinmayanand ji used to say, 1 degree temperature goes up, पूरी दुनिया में तहलका मच जाता है. अभी जो हो रहा है कि वो environment, all the pollution is creating, we are going to be in trouble, we are going to be wiped out, ये है वो है, इतना सा होता है तो. And rain, थोड़ी ज़्यादा आ जाए, बाढ़ आ जाएगी. थोड़ा सा कम आ जाए, पानी नहीं है, हमारा सब हो जाएगा. मतलब कंट्रोल इस भगवान हाथ में है. तो अगर हम लोग थोड़ा भी गड़बड़ करेंगे ना, इधर उधर करेंगे, जाग जाओ. नहीं तो स्विच मेरे हाथ में. It's not a punishment, but it's like a balance he's trying to create. So that's what it is. But rain is one way, and when the rain comes, it doesn't discriminate. Just gives it to everybody. Either you can collect it with a small vessel or take a big vessel and collect it. That's up to you. Bhagwan is giving equally to everybody. So that's what it is. That you get satisfied. That's why it is see satisfaction. And, we don't need to go more in detail. Everybody knows. All the herbs and all grow. And that's how we can eat. That's how we get satisfied. कल को खाना नहीं मिले तो हम लोग कितने दुखी हो जाएंगे. Rain की वजह से मिल रहा है हम लोग को, right? So we can expand it the way we want, So we should meditate on rain as satisfaction, and that is coming from God. Brahman is present in rain as contentment, you can say. That's one way of looking at it. And so this is the way Nikhilanand ji was explaining. These vibhutis help us to tune with nature. Because I was talking about that one of the danger of Murti Puja, if you don't know properly how to do it, is you get disconnected with the nature. वो अपने कोने में बैठ के बस वही कर रहे हैं, and we are not, and it is very important because these phenomenal forces are divine. They are called Adi Deva. They're coming from God. So this is a beautiful way to connect when Bhagwan says that look at me as satisfaction in the rain, you know. So that was a very interesting point. And then he gave, Nikhilanandji is master of giving some great examples. So he gave a very good example. It's like when you do some puja of some murti, but you don't connect to the Brahman or higher, or don't connect to nature, it is like example उन्होंने दिया कि worshipping a map of India. You know, because he was saying the discourse from India that's chalo America ka le लेते, somebody is worshipping map of India sounds better because यहाँ पे कोई worship वगैरह नहीं करता है. You know, चलो map of India को लेके वो worship कर रहा है कि वो आरती उतार रहा है उसकी, ये कर रहा है ऐसे. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm worshipping India. You know, that's what he's saying. So he's saying, oh, okay. Are you do you pay your taxes? No, I don't. You know, do you do other stuff in the country? Anything for the country? No. Do you take rishwat? Yes. And then you're not worshipping India. Yeah, so that's what it is. I'm doing murti puja and all that, but I'm very mean to everybody, mean to my family, mean to my friends, mean to the world. But I'm doing Bhagwan's Upasana every day. I read Gita every day. No, you're not, right? So I thought that was a very important thing, that Bhagwan is trying, or here the teacher is trying, the student, he connect to nature. See God in nature, God in people, God in your body. You know, God in this, that's what he's trying to do. Don't disconnect from it. So that's what it is. Or he said this, do you pay your taxes? Do you follow traffic rules? No, I forgot. I had made some notes. I don't follow traffic rule, but I love my country. You know? So that's the example he gave. So this is what it is. Okay? So we need to know that all these symbolism are for the connecting to the higher. So we have to understand the presence of Ishwar in the whole world, and that is not in the little stone or a little thing, you know. So that's why these are very subtle, very interesting upasanas are given. Okay. So the next one is Balam iti vidyuti. So where there is lightning, it shows the power. In one and God forbid if the lightning falls on some अभी तो खैर वो science is quite advanced, so they will put all kinds of grounding and all that. पहले नहीं होता था तो आग वाग लग जाती थी. Very powerful. It comes very flashed like a thing. Very powerful. It can do a lot of harm also, but it shows the power. So that's what it is. That you know, we have to look at God as a power in that. I call it God's fireworks. यहाँ पर तो खाली एक दो बार ही आई थी जो उर्मिल जी ने भी देखा लाइटनिंग, बट मुंबई या ह्यूस्टन वगैरह में बहुत एक दो घंटे चलता है शो. बहुत मजा आता है. लाइक पीपल गेट स्केयर्ड टू, बट सिंस वी आर ऑल ग्राउंडेड एंड ऑल दैट, आई डोंट थिंक इट विल फॉल ऑन अस. There are some people who attract this kind of lightning. You must have seen on TV and all that. People have been struck 2 or 3 times, the same persons, and the theory is something in their body attracts the lightning towards them. They survive to tell their stories. But anyway, I'm getting a little sidetrack over here. But just meditate on lightning as Balam, which is Bhagwan only. That's how you see it. And the next one is Yasha iti Pashushu. So Yash means fame. Pashu stands for wealth, as we mentioned. So a person who is wealthy, he gets a fame and not, doing anything bad. But if he does something good with his wealth, we know, what's that fellow's name, who's donating 99% of his wealth? Not Steve Jobs, the other fellow. Whoever.
Warren Buffett.
No, Buffett को तो उसने इंस्पायर किया, दूसरे आदमी ने इंस्पायर किया Buffett को. क्या नाम है उसका? The other computer guy. Gates. Bill Gates. Bill Gates ने शुरू किया, and then he inspired Buffett to do the same thing. Yeah. So that's what it is. That use it for dharma, for some good things in the world, and then the fame will follow, and that is Bhagwan's vibhuti. भगवान ने तुमको ऐसे लोगों को दिया भी है, right? Like India में बोलते हैं बिरलास, they did so much charity, so much this thing, छप्पर फाड़ के भगवान था, he knows that it is going to go to good use and all that. follow the path of dharma, good fame, sukirti and all that, and that is, you look at it as Brahman in there. Brahman is present in that. Okay. And then Jyoti iti nakshatreshu. So jo nakshatra means all the stars. And उसमें जो light है उसके जो क्या बोलते हैं प्रकाश, whatever you say, that is Brahman. And वैसे तो इतने कम दिखाई देते हैं, right? टिमटिमाते हुए, twinkle twinkle little star and all that. But if you go through science, we know that sometimes the light in those suns, they call it, they are actually different suns, right? It's some people say million times more than our sun. दिमाग सोच के खराब हो जाता है, right? There's so many billions, and that light which is in them, which comes, it takes light years for it to reach us. It still reaches us. Ka power dekho. Where is that coming from? Brahman. So he's saying that you meditate upon Brahman as light in those stars. Because यहाँ पर तो खैर, we live in a city, so we don't see the stars. But whoever has gone to other places like those national parks and all, at night time, if the sky is clear and you come out, oh my God, it's like you feel like ekdam, you get this chill on your spine. How many stars are there, right? Pura akash bhar jata hai. So it's just like, wow, all that Jyoti is. I think it's taking us to the higher and higher. See how it started from us and it's taking us to bigger whole universe it's taking us to. And then from there, it'll bring us back to our body. Okay? Pura chakkar laga diya unhone. So that is the upasana of the stars. And then, so what Nikhilanandji was saying, that it covered our speech, hands, legs, excretion, pranapan, breathing, nakshatra, lighting, rain, akash. Akash mein abhi hum log gaye nahi, sorry, Jyoti. And then it's saying that in our genital organs, there is Amrutam, Anand, and Prajati. And we discussed it, that it is a procreation, and through that, immortality from that perspective, it's saying. And then Anand, we all know. And so this is, it also brings us to the things that we don't want to talk about. There's a taboo and all that, they covered it. There also you see Bhagwan, imagine that. I thought that was the... And then final statement. Sarvam iti akashe. Then in the sky, you meditate as Brahman, as all. All means everything is suspended in the sky. Even the big planets and what you call sky, these jyotis that we were talking about, nakshatras. Everything is suspended in it only. Our earth also and everything else. It gives us Adhar. So the entire world of matter exists in Akash. That's what it is. Not just on the earth, the whole universe. We should meditate upon that. This entire world of matter existing in Akash as Brahman. So that's what it is. It's covered everything. कुछ बोलने के लिए नहीं रह जाता उसके बाद, right? It's brought us to the last thing, but there are a few verses left. But any comment about this meditation?
It's amazing that these rishis or whoever wrote or heard, that how they knew that now they are saying that there are thousands of galaxies. I mean, how did they know that this Akash is everything,
Yeah,
I mean,
they were very
how
scientific.
did they know? How did they know? I mean, now they are discovering all that, but they knew thousands of years ago,
Because we have to...
Akash is everything.
Right, Akash is everything. Because their method of research was slightly different. That's one thing. Different people can have different method. They come to the same conclusion. कभी-कभी होता है ना कि two different people come to the same conclusion, but they have used different methods. So that's one aspect. Second thing is, the problem sometime from the Western thought is that they think that the time is linear. So it's like अभी progress हो रहा है, मगर पहले कभी नहीं हुआ था. That's how we are made to think. that, hey, this all discovery is happening now. That's not true. And if you look at the world, there are many unexplained things that they cannot explain how they did it. And it is sitting right in front of our eyes. Pyramids are there. That mandir is there in India, where they went from up to down. Kailash Mandir, whoever has gone there, I've gone over there, and whoever has gone knows it. It is just a marvel. Okay? It is a marvel. And now they believe they had some advanced tools. Because they said कि इतना ज़्यादा निकला था उसमें से कि वो गया कहाँ, उसका एविडेंस भी तो होना चाहिए ना. और pyramids, they don't know how the two stones are together. They don't know the method. They don't know about that pillar which is in Qutub Minar में जो pillar है कि वो अभी तक रस्ट नहीं हुआ है. And that is not too far away from, that is history, that evidence is there. So they had the technology which is gone, right? Now the technology is more electronic. It doesn't mean that it didn't happen at one time. It just got विलुप्त हो गई वो, फिर वापस आ जाएगी, फिर कम चली जाएगी, फिर वापस आ जाएगी. That's one point. And then these Rishi Munis, in our Vedantic tradition, the Rishi Munis were scientists also. अभी सेपरेट हो गया है कि या तो तुम ऋषि मुनि हो या तो तुम साइंटिस्ट हो. कोई दोनों भी होते हैं. There are scientists who are Rishi Munis also. उस जमाने में it was all together. That's why our Vedas have everything in it. All the science. धनुर्वेद and आयुर्वेद. And आयुर्वेद कहाँ से है? Long life, doctory सारी उसी में है. Vedas में है. So that's what it is. That they knew. And as far as the understanding about the universe, I just purchased a book from Hare Krishna. There's one, what is happening now is lot of people who are like engineers and, PhDs and all that, they are becoming monks. They are becoming monks in a sense, they got so fascinated by Vedanta and all these things. So they have the knowledge of both. So they can study the Vedas and they can say, अरे ये तो same ही बात उन्होंने पहले ही मालूम कर ली थी. Because Vedas की language थोड़ी mystical है. So they said this Big Bang theory and all, ये तो हमारे उपनिषद में तो already है. And when I don't know too much about Aitreya Upanishad, we're going to study together. But it's universe ka creation is in it seems. Okay. So we will learn how did the Rishi Munis thought about it, and then we saw in our this Aitreya Upanishad that we are doing right now, they talked about it. The sequence, how it came. It's very scientific, the sequence. Akash came first, Vayu came next, and things like that. Yeah. So that's why they did know, and they had a lot of, and these guided missiles and all that, they talk about in Mahabharata all the time. Why it is different? Abhi the war happened, and everybody is so proud of Indian new technology they have. India में बैठे उन्होंने target वहाँ पर मारा, precisely जाके वहीं पर hit हुआ. That's how it was in Mahabharata. If you say वो बाण, उन्होंने बाण बोला, but कुछ होगा different type का अस्त्र, कि एकदम guided missile था और वो जिसको मारना था वहीं गया वो. So why are we so surprised now? So I think that it is a cyclic, that's one answer, and they were researchers. And when it comes to creation of the universe, time and what is time and how it works and a division of time, all those things, if you go deeper into Vedanta and Upanishads and Vedas and all, it's mind-boggling. And the positions of the stars also. They, Panchang that we have, how they know everything. That when is the, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, what is that thing called when the things get covered? Eclipse. Grahan. I was trying to say Hindi ka word. Eclipse. They already predict. So people don't pay attention. They think only the modern science. But this Panchang, they use the old Vedic.
राम भगवान का भी पूरा नक्षत्र बता दिया था.
Yes, नक्षत्र सारे के सारे उसमें बताया हुआ है. Yeah. And then remember when we were talking about the Vibhuti, he said, Bhagwan said that I am Chandrama among the nakshatras. And there are 27 positions in the sky of different stars, and the moon moves from one to the other. They knew every 27, they knew. And they gave name to each one of them, each
And they also
constellation.
knew the movements. That's why that Aditi,
Yes. So
Yes.
so the
of
more
the
you
stars.
study, you will do pranam to them. You say, hey, these guys already knew it. You know? So we are not undermining the people who have done research now, but it is coming to the same conclusion. So we cannot say, we should not have the arrogance in the modern world. Oh, we are the only ones who know this. No, this has already happened. It will happen again. It might disappear. It will come back again. Everything is in cycles. That's what I would say.
Yes. Thank you.
Any other comment, question? So we'll read next time because time is up. Okay. All right. So I will close if there is no other question, comment. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchit Dukha Bhag Bhavet. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, let me know whoever wants the Etriya. Just send me a text or something. Okay, we'll see you next time.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
Viral Jarak,